Let me show you a simple idea that completely transformed my patio climbing plants in containers. No digging, no battling invasive roots, and no backbreaking labor. Just stunning vertical greenery that makes any space feel like a garden oasis. If you're short on space or don't want to deal with the hassle of traditional planting, this method is perfect. You get all the beauty of climbers without the heavy work. Before we dive in, make sure you hit that subscribe button and tap the bell icon so you won't miss our weekly gardening tips designed for people who want great results without complications. And tell me in the comments which climbing plant would you love to grow first. Why container climbing plants? Growing climbers in pots gives you more control. Many climbing plants spread aggressively when planted in the ground, but once they're in containers, they become much easier to manage. You can move them around, limit their growth, and still enjoy lush foliage and gorgeous blooms. This approach is also a game changer for gardeners with balconies, patios, or small yards. You don't need a large garden to enjoy a living wall of green, just a few sturdy pots, quality soil, and the right plants. Today I'll walk you through 9 climbing plants that experts recommend for container gardening. These varieties aren't complicated, they're reliable performers that thrive in pots when given the right care. Plant 1. Sweet peas. First on the list is the charming sweet pea, Lathyrus odoratus. This annual vine loves the cool seasons of spring and fall, usually finishing its cycle once summer heat sets in around June or July. According to Linda Martinez, who oversees container gardens at several estates, sweet peas thrive beautifully in pots. She suggests planting 5 to 6 seedlings in a 12-inch container, making sure to include a trellis or support from the beginning. Sweet peas grow 4 to 6 feet tall and spread about 2-3 feet wide. Their gray-green stems and leaves set the stage for clusters of ruffled flowers about an inch across. The blooms come in a rainbow of colors: white, pink, red, purple, and even blue, all with a sweet, pleasant fragrance. These plants do well in zones 2-10, prefer full sun to partial shade, and need rich, well-draining soil. Keep the soil consistently moist but not waterlogged. Plant 2. Black-eyed Susan vine. Next is the cheerful black-eyed Susan vine, Thombergia alata. Think of it as the climbing version of the familiar black-eyed Susan flower. Unlike many plants that wilt in summer heat, this one thrives in hot, humid conditions and blooms non-stop for weeks. Linda Martinez notes, this vine grows wonderfully in seasonal containers. Just make sure it has enough moisture and regular fertilizer. The stems are thin and wiry, with single green leaves that twine naturally around any support you provide. Once established, flowers appear quickly. Each bloom is open-faced and vibrant, with shades ranging from yellow, orange, and white to soft pinks, all accented by a contrasting dark center. This vine reaches 3 to 8 feet in height and spreads 3 to 6 feet wide. It also grows in zones 2 to 10, prefers full sun to partial shade, and needs rich, well-draining soil. Keep it well-watered during hot weather for continuous blooms. Plant 3. Clematis. Third on our list is the clematis, one of the most beloved climbing plants among gardeners. Its botanical name is clematis, and with dozens of varieties available, you'll find one to suit almost any style. Some types produce dramatic, star-shaped flowers, while others feature delicate, bell-like blooms. With so much variety, you can easily choose a clematis that matches your garden's personality. According to Linda Martinez, clematis thrives in containers as long as you provide sturdy support. Depending on the variety, some vines remain around 2 feet tall and weave gracefully through structures, while others climb much higher, reaching for the sky. Once the flowers fade, a quick pruning keeps the plant tidy and encourages bushier growth. Different clematis groups have their own pruning needs, so be sure to check care details for the variety you choose. Most clematis grow between 1 to 3 feet tall and 3 to 6 feet wide, depending on type. They perform well in zones 3 to moon. Plant them in full sun to partial shade, remembering the old gardener's tip: cool roots, sunny blooms. Use rich, well-draining soil and water regularly to keep the soil evenly moist. Plant 4. Climbing roses. Nothing says romance quite like climbing roses, Rosa setigera and other varieties. These beauties add elegance and color to trellises, fences, or archways. Here's something interesting. Climbing roses don't actually climb like vines. They lack tendrils or clinging roots, so you'll need to train and tie their long canes to a support structure. David Chen, who runs a nursery specializing in roses and perennials, recommends the Sunset Celebration variety for containers. Its pink and white striped blossoms are stunning, and the plant's tidy habit makes it easy to manage in pots. Best of all, the blooms keep coming all season, filling the air with a sweet fragrance. Climbing roses typically reach 8 to 9 feet tall with a spread of about 4 feet. They grow best in zones 5 to 9, in full sun, and in soil that is moist yet well drained. Regular feeding throughout the season keeps them healthy and flowering beautifully. Plant 5. Honeysuckle. Few plants combine charm and fragrance like honeysuckle, Lonicera aspilpiu. This classic climber fills the air with a sweet, irresistible perfume that attracts pollinators and people alike. For container growing, David Chen suggests the Red Cascade variety. Unlike aggressive honeysuckles that can take over fences, this type stays compact and easy to manage. Its tubular flowers, glowing in shades of red and orange, are a magnet for hummingbirds and other pollinators. Heavy blooms appear in late spring, with lighter flushes throughout summer, keeping your garden lively with color for months. In the ground, honeysuckle can grow 20 to 30 feet tall with a 6-foot spread, but in containers, it stays much more compact. It thrives in zones 5 to 9, enjoys full sun, and prefers moist, well-draining soil. While it tolerates light drought once established, consistent watering produces the best flowers. Plant 6, chocolate vine. Next up is the fascinating chocolate vine, Acacia quinata. With a name like that, you know it's going to be special. Linda Martinez explains that the plant gets its name from the flower's fragrance. When in bloom, they release a sweet, warm scent that's reminiscent of chocolate. The effect is subtle yet unforgettable. This vigorous climber naturally twines around supports. In spring, fresh green foliage appears, followed by small clusters of burgundy or white blossoms. Both colors contrast beautifully with the leaves, making the plant a standout in any container display. In the ground, chocolate vine can reach 20 to 40 feet tall with a spread of 6 to 9 feet, but in pots it stays more compact and easier to manage. It performs best in zones 5 to 8, thrives in full sun to partial shade, and prefers moist, well-draining soil. It's not picky about soil type as long as drainage is good. Don't forget to drop a comment below and let me know which plant has been your favorite so far. I love reading your thoughts. Plant 7, rock trumpet. For a tropical touch, consider the rock trumpet mandevilla sp. This show-stopping vine is perfect for adding exotic color to patios, balconies, and porches. Linda Martinez recommends planting rock trumpet in spring, just after the last frost. Use a large, well-prepared container and position it in full sun. With plenty of water and fertilizer, this plant rewards you with non-stop blooms all summer. The trumpet-shaped flowers are large, showy, and available in stunning shades of pink, red, and white. Their bold look is enhanced by glossy green leaves that create the perfect backdrop. Pruning the vining stems helps keep the plant neat and encourages fuller growth and more flowers. Rock trumpet typically grows 3 to 10 feet tall with a spread of 3 to 4 feet. It thrives outdoors in zones 10 to 11, making it a true warm climate plant. In cooler areas, grow it as an annual or bring it indoors over winter. Provide full sun to partial shade, rich soil, and consistent watering plus fertilizer throughout the season. Plant 8, American wisteria. Another favorite is the graceful American wisteria, Wisteria frutescens. Native to North America, this climber offers the same dreamy look as its Asian cousins, but with a more manageable growth habit. Wisteria has a reputation for being aggressive. Asian varieties can overwhelm structures and smother other plants. American wisteria, on the other hand, is less invasive, and growing it in containers gives you even greater control. Linda Martinez suggests trimming unwanted stems regularly and cutting the plant back hard after flowering to maintain a compact size. Don't worry, heavy pruning won't harm the plant. Its cascading clusters of purple blossoms appear in spring, and sometimes again in summer. The flowers carry a light, sweet fragrance and attract bees and butterflies, adding even more life to your garden. In the ground, American wisteria can reach 15–40 feet tall with a spread of 4 to 8 feet, but in containers it stays much smaller. It thrives in zones 5 to 9, does best in full sun, and prefers rich, well-draining soil with regular watering, especially during dry spells. Plant 9, ivy. Finally, let's wrap up with ivy. Hedera spp. Ivy is famous for its ability to cover walls and fences quickly, sometimes a little too quickly. But when grown in containers, you get to enjoy its beauty without worrying about it taking over your garden. David Chen recommends the Arctic frost variety for pots. Unlike fast-growing ivies, this one has a slower, more manageable habit, perfect for container gardening. Its broad leaves are variegated in mint green and creamy white, giving them a frosted, marbled appearance. This unusual coloring creates a bold, almost tropical vibe, making it stand out in arrangements. While ivy doesn't produce flashy flowers, its striking foliage provides year-round interest. In the ground, ivy can spread up to 15 feet wide and climb 8 feet tall, but in containers it stays much more compact. It thrives in zones 8 to 11, and unlike most climbers, it prefers partial sun to full shade, making it ideal for those darker corners of your patio or balcony. Provide moist, well-draining soil, and while ivy tolerates different soil types, it performs best with steady moisture. General tips for growing climbing plants in containers. Now that we've covered all 9 plants, let's go over some quick but important tips for success. Choose the right container size. Most climbers need pots that are at least 12 to 18 inches in diameter. Bigger is often better because it holds more soil, more moisture, and protects roots from temperature swings. Use high-quality potting mix. Regular garden soil is too heavy for pots. It compacts and drains poorly. Go with a mix designed for containers. It's lighter, drains well, and usually includes added nutrients. Install support early. Trellises, stakes, or other supports should go in at planting time. Adding them later risks damaging roots or breaking delicate stems. Water consistently. Container soil dries out faster than garden beds. During hot weather, check daily and water whenever the top inch feels dry. Feed regularly. Nutrients wash out of pots with watering. Use a balanced, water-soluble fertilizer every 2 to 3 weeks during the growing season. Final thoughts. Growing climbing plants in containers proves you don't need a large yard or perfect soil to enjoy vertical beauty. With the right pots, soil, and care, you can create lush greenery in even the smallest spaces. From sweetly scented honeysuckle to vibrant mandevilla, romantic roses, and year-round ivies, these 9 climbing plants offer something for everyone, whether you're after flowers, fragrance, or foliage. Start with just 1 or 2 containers, experiment, and watch how quickly your space transforms. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this guide, hit the like button, share it with other garden lovers, and tell me in the comments which climbing plant you're most excited to try. I'll see you in the next video with more practical gardening tips.